What is going on, peeps? What is going on? It's just me, Valerie's Naturals, and welcome and welcome back. If you're a road or if you're new, I'm Valerie. This is my Mounjaro journey, and we're on week 12. So, what are we going to talk about today? Do you know what I thought about? And I've made some notes as well. We're going to talk about using Mounjaro, to full advantage. And I'm going to tell you how I did it. But first of all, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the alert bell so you know when I'm going to do another video. And if I did say, this channel's called Just Me, Valerie's Naturals, but I'm also a tarot reader, so I do Valerie's Naturals Oracles as well. I've got another channel, but this is about me documenting my journey on Mounjaro. And you probably wanted to know how much I've lost. I've lost £3 this week, which is quite a surprise to me because so far it's been such a slow journey for me. I'm averaging normally about £1.and a half. But this week I lost £3. Okay, but we'll get into all that. And I have a feeling why it's happened. I think my insulin's finally kicking in and it's finally doing what it's supposed to do. But I thought I'd discuss today about Mounjaro being a tool. Some people are taking it literally as, well, I can eat what I want. I can eat what I want and then, and the weight will still drop off because they're not eating. But what happens if there is no more Mounjaro? What happens if, you've come to the end of that? What happens if you can't afford it? Now, I have to admit, I get it from the NHS. And I'm having to abide by certain things, which is annoying me right now because I know I could go up another dose, but I've got another 4 weeks of, if I didn't tell you, I'm on 5 milligrams at the moment. And so I've got another 4 weeks of that. Week 12 is my second batch of 5 milligrams. And it felt like it was stalling a bit. Well, not stalling, but I'm just averaging out pound and a half up until this week because I've decided that I'm literally going to use Mounjaro as a tool. And I'm going to explain that because I don't get the food noise anymore. I don't get the cravings anymore. I don't get thinking about food anymore. It's just, for me, I see it as fuel now. I don't see it as the be all and the end all. And not to say that I'm not going to be sociable. Over Christmas, I was sociable. Went out for dinners. I, made the right choices. I put on a little tiny bit. But it wasn't nothing to do. I put on £1 maybe. I maybe put on £1 but lost it all again. But this week, what did I do different using Mounjaro as a tool? And I've really, the first thing is I've really gotten into fasting. And people say it's a fad situation, but I'm using Mounjaro as a tool because I don't get hungry. I don't get the hunger like I used to. It just doesn't. So, but if you tell your mind that you are not eating today, all I do is I might have a couple of cup of coffees in the morning. And I'm either drinking sparkling water with a squeeze of lemon in it, or I'll have electrolytes, which might be a flavoured electrolyte, which could have calories, but apparently the ones I was using had 0 calories. It just had the flavouring in it, but I've even stopped that as well. And at the moment, I'm trying out alternate day fasting. So today I ate, but tomorrow I won't. Yesterday I didn't eat. The last time, so what it was, Friday I ate, Saturday I didn't eat. All day. I went all day and I didn't eat. Saturday is usually my injection day because it was Sunday, but I went to Saturdays. And so I took full advantage of that. Do you know what I mean? I took full advantage of that. Took the injection Saturday morning and not one tiny bit. I didn't even feel hungry. I just sipped on water and coffee all day. I mean, coffee I only have in the morning because I won't sleep at night if I have it after 12. I'm one of those people that after 12 I don't have coffee because I know I won't sleep. But and yesterday didn't eat. And basically, I carried on like it was a normal day. I got on my treadmill because it was too cold to go out. And I went out today and I pounded some streets today. I went shopping, but I must have run up 17,000 steps today. I'm tired because I don't normally do that amount of steps. But what I've also doing as well, the first thing is I'm fasting. The second thing is I am still abstaining from sugar. Do you know? Again, I'm using Mounjaro to complete advantage because I don't have the cravings. It was really easy for me to get off of sugar. Anything to do with sugar, I don't have anymore. The only thing I have is electrolytes, and they've got a little tiny bit of sugar. And if I really, really, really want some kind of pudding, I'll have one of those 10-calorie jellies. And it's got nothing in it, a 10-calorie jelly, because I'm counting the carbs. I don't count calories. I stuff my face till I'm full when I'm eating. But because of the way it's happening, you're automatically in deficit, aren't you? Because like today, for example, I ate today, but because I went out, I'm so used to not eating. It's a weird thing. I'm so used to not eating that I went out about 1:30, came back at 4. And that was the first time I ate was at 4 o'clock. And I broke my fast. I had some avocado. What did I have? Avocado, a little bit of boiled egg, and some sauerkraut. I'm into the sauerkraut too because I'm thinking about the belly gut. I'm thinking about the gut too. But yeah, and then what did I make? I just cooked up some mincemeat with it's almost like a pizza-like thing, like you do mixed, like you're going to scramble eggs, you mix it all up, but you had it on top of all the mint. I think I put some peppers and stuff in it. But anyway, that's what I've had today. And I'm completely stuffed. And it's crazy what Mounjaro does. So, like I said, I'm taking full advantage of it. So, I've mentioned the fasting. I'm also, you might as well say more or less keto, but I'm trying to keep to 20 grams a day. And drum roll, please, altogether so far, I've lost 22 pounds since I started this. So this is week 12. So in 12 weeks, I've lost 22 pounds. Okay, I'm trying to push for the two stone now. So there's 1 stone, something pounds. I can't even remember. I'm just terrible. But I should get my book out, shouldn't I? I'll tell you, it's all, I've written it all down in my book. So let me get my book. I'm going to stretch over here and get my book. But yeah, so here's my book that I record everything in. I do it on a week by week basis. So today it was 14.3. So I'm now 14 stone, 3 pounds. Okay. And, which equates to 200. I wrote this all down. It equates to 200 pounds. Or 90.8 kilograms. Okay. So no, it's not 22 pounds I've lost. I've lost 20 pounds. Last week I weighed 14 stone 6. So I'm really surprised that I've lost 3 pounds. But again, I'm not, I am and I'm not, because I'm doing this. Yes, the weight is a good thing. Losing the weight is a good thing. But what I'm really doing this for is to drop my insulin so I can come off of the medication for diabetes. And it seems to be working because, and the reason I say that is because I'm really shrinking for real. It doesn't look like it because I got my hoodie blanket on today because I was cold. I came in from shopping and it was getting dark and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm cold. Let's crank up the heat and put on the hoodie blanket. But so you're gonna have to forgive me. But yeah, I'm shrinking like crazy now, and it looks as if, because what it is, the insulin resistance stops you from losing the weight because of the diabetes. Okay. But I know that it's actually, it's beginning to work, not having the sugar, being, I'm more or less keto. And I've changed my lifestyle, basically. And it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle change. You know, I will forever be, not fasting all the time. I will do it, so your body doesn't get used to it. You have to do it in irregular things. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know if I'll try longer fast, but I'm doing alternate day fasting at the moment. And I was never a breakfast morning person anyway. Do you know what I mean? So it's more or less, I stop eating maybe 7 o'clock, and that'll go from 7 till 7 is 12 hours. So you're fasted while you're sleeping anyway. Okay. And then I'm not eating breakfast. So I probably won't eat. The earliest I will eat is maybe 12 o'clock, but it's usually around about 2ish. It's like my body's typed about 2ish, and then I'll stop eating at 7. So it's kind of like that's a little mini fast in itself. But, I'll have 2 meals. But on a day when I'm not fasting, I just carry on like it's a normal day. I just sip water. After 12, I sip water. And that's it, basically. And then I might have a herbal tea at night. If I'm lying in bed, I'll have a herbal tea. But that's it. Do you know? And I stop drinking at a certain time because I don't want to be up and down to the loo all day. So that's it. So I've got notes here. So what is there anything? So I was just saying, I've written on here that I don't get cravings. How long do I do my fast for? See, this is interesting. So I thought, I haven't started yet. I've done 2 alternate day fasts, but what I thought I might do is don't eat Monday, eat Tuesday, don't eat Wednesday. So it'll be Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'll be fasting, and then I'll just take a break for the weekend and do it on a rotation. So it's never the same days, but at some point I'm going to have to switch that up so your body, doesn't get used to it. So I might switch that up and go to 16-8, and then, do you know what I mean? It's like you switch it up so that the body doesn't get used to it. So that's why I say again, and I keep coming back to the same point. For me, for some people, it's the be all end all being on Mounjaro, and they're using that as an excuse not to eat right. They're just eating and they're not thinking about what's going in their body. And when they're full, they don't eat. And there's people that is dropping weight like crazy. But I decided from the beginning that I would use it as a tool and change my lifestyle completely. So I've changed my lifestyle. Sugar is such a culprit. So you should look it up. I don't eat pasta. I don't eat rice. I don't eat potatoes. I tried eating, but Mounjaro kicked it off, but I can see the sense in it now. It's like every time I ate something carby, I would get heartburn, but I haven't even tried anymore. I don't try anymore because I'm literally keto now. I don't miss it anymore. I don't miss it. Again, like I said, the Mounjaro, I don't get cravings. Now, what I have noticed, I'm going to say this though, what I have noticed is that because I'm on the second batch of 5 milligrams, it's like my body's gotten used to it. So I feel the suppression not as much as I used to. So the first batch of 5 milligrams, I really felt the suppression. But it was weird that I only lost a couple of pounds. But this time, I'm feeling slightly that come Friday, it's like, oh, okay, that food noises. I'm thinking about what I want to be eating, and I don't. So, and then I will take the injection on the Saturday, and then I'll be fine again. The suppression is crazy, but I am finding that I'm having to put an effort in. So the second thing is I'm using it as a tool. Like I said, it's a lifetime change. So I'm making a point to I've upped it from 9,000 steps to 10,000 steps a day. So I do 10,000 steps a day. Today I did 17. I went crazy and did 17. Well, it wasn't crazy. It was like I got on my treadmill this morning. I think it was 8,500 steps on the treadmill. And then I went out shopping, but I walk. Everywhere I go, I walk now because, even if it's 40 minutes, I will walk. Anything up to 40 minutes to an hour, I will walk because it's good exercise. And it's the kind of exercise that, you can stick to. I always say, do something you can stick to. And that's one of those things is walking. And I've actually started strength training as well. A little bit of strength training, but surprise, surprise. Because I'm classed as obese, I've got a referral to the gym. So next week I'll be off to the gym. So I could do my strength training there. But I have got weights here. And I've got dumbbells, kettlebell, if you know what all that is, and I do strength training. So I've started this thing called Ironborn. You'd have to look it up. It's on the internet, and it gives you 30 days of 30 different strength training, weightlifting. So first day one is arms, day two is abs, day three is legs, day four is full body. Do you know, and it does it in a rotation for 30 days. Okay, but it's not anything that I can't handle. Do you know, it's getting to the point where, because I'm on the treadmill quite a lot and I've had the weights for a while now, it's kind of like it's getting to the point where I'm getting a little bit of muscle. Although you can't see, I've got a little bit of and I'm shrinking. That's the second thing as well. I'm talking about shrinking. My waist is shrunk. I mean, it's not showing as much as I thought it would, but my waist is really shrinking. So even though the weight loss is not incredible, and I think it's a lot to do with the actual training that I'm doing, strength training, because muscle weighs more than fat, basically. Muscle weighs more because I'm doing the weight training as well. It's like maybe that's slowing down the weight loss as well. Muscles weigh more than calories, so I can burn calories all day long, but if you're doing strength training, you're losing fat while you sleep because it's revving up your metabolic rate. Go look it up, people. So maybe that's what's slowing down a little bit. There's a few things with me. Insulin levels, which I'm sure are down now, and things are kicking in. Insulin levels and doing weights, because I refuse to not take full advantage of the Mounjaro. So I've used it to change my lifestyle, you know. So when I eventually come off, because it's going to happen, when I eventually come off of it, it won't make that much of a difference for me because I've already changed my lifestyle. Whereas some people I know are eating whatever they want until they're full and then they stop eating. But you know, in this, it's kind of like sugar is a demon, you know, and you're doing all that. And what happens when you come off the Mounjaro and you haven't psyched yourself up in a certain way? The weight's just going to go back on. You know, it's best for me personally. I can't talk for everybody, but for me personally, changing the lifestyle and having the Mounjaro as a tool was the best thing that ever happened. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like, it's really changed my mindset, really changed who I am fundamentally and how I eat, how I think, everything else, because, you know, health is wealth. And so I'm making a point of focusing on me, you know, focus on getting down my insulin level so I can come off this medication, because I've got big plans this year, people. I want to do some serious traveling and not having to worry about lugging around pills and all sorts of stuff would make a huge difference to me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to shut up now. I just thought I'd talk about taking full advantage of being on Mounjaro, which I have to the fullness, changed the way I exercise. I mean, I was sedentary. I used to be a gym bunny, and then I stopped for some reason, and so it's coming back to me. The adrenaline is kicking in, and so so like I said, I treated myself to a treadmill for Christmas. I've got a vibration plate as well, and that really does make a difference. I'll tell you what, when you stand on that thing and it starts shaking, you can feel it contracting your muscles. It's ridiculous. And then I've got the weights, but I do a lot of walking. If I can walk outside, I walk outside. But because the weather's been so bad, it's just beginning to warm up again. But because the weather's been so bad, I haven't been out. So the treadmill's been a godsend. So, and I like challenging myself because my one has got an app and it's got challenges on it and all sorts. And it shows you laps that you're doing and all sorts. And it pits you up against people and how many laps they've done, how many miles they've done. I usually do about 3 miles a day. You know, I think 8,000 steps or 8.5, it's around about 8,000 steps is about 3 to 3.5 miles. I think 10,000 is 5 miles from what I understand. Anyway, I'm going to shut up about that. But there's all the reasons why I'm taking full advantage of Mounjaro, and I'm using it as a tool and not the be all and the end all. So I hope that made sense to you people and I didn't ramble on for too long. So I'm going to love and leave you now. Big up yourself, because if you can't big up yourself, who's going to big you up? Please subscribe, hit the alert bell. Get down with it, get down. Until next time. This was week 12, I believe. So, yeah, next week I'll be starting on a new batch of 5. So it'll be my third set of 5 come next week. But this is the last. I took yesterday the last one of the second batch. So, week 12. Anyway, you take care and please subscribe. And let me know how you're doing on your journey. There's somebody here I got to shout her out. Paula! Big up yourself, Paula. Big up yourself. She's on this journey too. And I love hearing from her. So I want to know how you're getting on, peeps. Okay? So until next time, please take care.